Imagine this. The very land that has fed generations of Americans is being transformed into sprawling solar farms, funded by foreign interests and subsidized by your tax dollars. It's a startling reality that threatens not just our farmers, but the backbone of our nation's heritage and food security. And it's happening right now, standing before over 1,200 farmers, ranchers, and young agricultural enthusiasts in rural Tennessee. I announced a pivotal move to safeguard our family farms and preserve the American way of life. The plan? To put an end to taxpayer-funded subsidies for foreign-made solar panels installed on some of the most fertile farmland in the country. This issue isn't just about economics. It's about values, sustainability, and ensuring the future of farming for generations to come. For aspiring farmers, one of the biggest hurdles has always been access to affordable farmland. Despite having 880 million acres of agricultural land nationwide, the dream of owning or leasing land is slipping further away from many young families due to skyrocketing prices driven by competing interests. Solar energy companies are offering landowners jaw-dropping sums, up to $1,500 per acre annually, to convert rich soil into solar panel fields. Compare that to traditional cash rents, which average around $160 per acre this year. And you can see why so many landowners might feel pressured to make the switch. But what happens when prime farmland becomes a solar farm? Who loses out? The answer is clear: small family farmers, and ultimately, all of us who rely on their work. Take Tennessee as an example. Over the last 3 decades, the state has already lost more than 1.1 million acres of farmland, and projections suggest another 2 million acres could vanish by 2027 if current trends continue. Across the US, the rise of solar installations on farmland has surged by nearly 50% since 2021 alone. These projects aren't just eating up valuable land, they're also causing long-term damage to the soil itself. Construction compacts the earth, disrupts natural drainage patterns, and degrades the quality of adjacent farmland. All of this adds up to a crisis that jeopardizes not only today's farmers, but also tomorrow's. And here's where it gets controversial. Policies like the Biden administration's Inflation Reduction Act have unintentionally fueled this problem. By expanding federal solar tax credits and incentivizing renewable energy development without proper safeguards, these initiatives have intensified competition for farmland and driven up costs even further. Is it really sustainable or ethical to prioritize short-term energy goals at the expense of long-term agricultural stability? That's a question worth debating. This situation represents one of the most troubling missteps of recent years, using taxpayer money to undermine the very people who feed our nation. Fortunately, under the leadership of President Donald Trump, we're taking decisive action to reverse this trend. Thanks to his executive order aimed at ending market-distorting subsidies for unreliable, foreign-controlled energy sources, we are putting an end to practices that harm both American farmers and our national security. No longer will U.S. tax dollars flow overseas to fund projects controlled by adversaries like China. But why does this matter so much? Because agriculture isn't just any industry. It's the foundation upon which America was built. When I look out at the faces of today's farmers, I don't just see hard-working individuals tending to crops and livestock. I see the stewards of our future, the men and women who will uphold the principles of freedom and self-reliance that have defined our nation for nearly 250 years. Protecting them means protecting the essence of what makes America great. Over the next 41 months, we will explore every possible avenue to defend our farmland, empower family farms, and preserve a way of life that has sustained our country through wars, economic downturns, and countless other challenges. This effort goes beyond politics. It's about honoring the legacy of those who came before us, while building a brighter future for those yet to come. So, what do you think? Should we prioritize renewable energy development at the cost of sacrificing productive farmland? Or is it time to rethink how we balance innovation with tradition? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you.